Brought to you by the OG Patrick Charleston,
K Construction,
Secure Store 50,
Pancrats and Hodge, and
oh yeah, go
Serenades.
Serenades.
Singing telegrams.
Whoop, whoop.
It's a pun because her name's Sarah.
Oh, see, that's cool.
That's clever
she knows what
marketing
she's
right
doing.
there.
Buyer's edge. Don't worry about it.
That's a blast from the past.
It is.
All right, man. So you look good. How are you doing, man? What's going on?
I'm good. Are you doing okay?
I'm doing all right. We are drinking Lazy IPA, and it's a dog with a lazy eye, and there's a little pun. It's like a day of puns here, and his little eyes there. And his name is Larry, and it comes from Lariat Lodge Brewing Company. And tell us who brought this for us today, Bruce.
Marnette brought this for us. Give a shout. Just say yay.
Hey,
there we go.
There we go. Well, thank you so much, Marnette. It's an
Thank you.
I think it's an IPA. Let me taste
It's pretty damn good beer. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, it is good. It's almost like a juicy IPA. There's some fruit almost to it. See what it says.
What do you got
If it
going
says
here,
anything
man?
Cool. I don't know. It doesn't say.
No. Okay. Well, anyway, it's good stuff.
Yeah, it's good
beer.
stuff. So thank you. We appreciate it.
We do.
So that's going on.
Yeah.
Anything got your goat this week?
Yeah, it does. I want to talk to you about this. Okay. I don't know where you are with this. There's some weird things going back there. We'll get back.
We'll get there in a minute.
We'll get there.
Stay tuned.
We'll get there. I don't have a beef with dandelions. I don't. They're pretty.
Yeah.
You can make tea or beer
wine,
out of them.
You can make wine. My grandpa made dandelion wine, I think.
And they're medicinal.
You make salads out of them?
They're good for... Why has everybody got a beef with dandelions?
I don't know. It's Big Lawn. That's who it is.
Is that what it is? Big Lawn.
Yeah. No, think about it, though.
Sons of bitches.
Now, that was a joke, but now I feel like this is
I
accurate.
think you're right.
So, but
You got
think
me all
about
wound
it.
up now.
If you just had a whole lot of happy dandelions that are also great pollinators, so let them do their thing. It's good for little little bees and stuff.
I gotta roll my sleeves
but
up.
if
Got
you
me
had a
all
whole
warmed up
lot
here.
of things that would just grow
I know.
naturally that you could eat food from that was medicinal, that was useful, how are they supposed to sell fescue?
Right.
Fescue. How are they supposed to sell irrigation systems? How are they supposed to sell fertilizer and that little thing you push that shoots out the seeds? Or those darn aerator things? Lawnmowers? Big lawnmower? Well, maybe not. We shouldn't talk about lawnmower companies.
No, we shouldn't.
We appreciate their employing.
We do.
Yeah, thank you guys. Keep the economy going. Don't post.
No,
but like,
I'm with you on this one. I didn't even think about that.
It absolutely is. And also about lawns, why lawns are BS.
Yeah.
They use up so much water. Think of how much water we waste just for stupid grass that you gotta mow every week.
With you.
Which is why my lawn looks terrible.
And just
it's
leave
a political
Don't
statement.
Don't mess with it, man.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but I like dandelions too. They're just like little happy friends.
See you dandelion haters out there. I don't know what to tell you, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. That was really what was on my mind.
Yeah, I feel like you had something else you want to talk about. I can't really remember.
Yeah, I don't either. No, I had a birthday of some. I'm 58
happy
years
birthday.
old now, thank you.
Yes, woo! Yay.
Yeah, I got a knife. I got a Leon Redbone album and a record player.
Well, hey, that sounds like a pretty darn good birthday.
Not too shabby.
I should have picked you some up at the estate sale. I was at one. They had an estate sale to pay for.
Oh, is that the one that had the?
It was supposed to be mid-century modern.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
But it was still a good estate sale. There was like 70 or 80 cars there Thursday when it just opened, and you had all these like out-of-town pickers that were in like trying to find stuff to resell.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like. I get it. Everyone's got to make a buck. I don't like them though because then they make it hard for me to buy stuff.
Right. Yeah. Get out of there.
I got a hoe.
You got a hoe?
I got a hoe for $4. I got a.
Hey Carson, you got a $4 hoe.
I bet you'd sell it for $6 though. More on that in a minute. I got a pipe wrench, which is pretty sweet. Those are like $40.
I love the pipe wrench.
Yeah, I got
I'm serious. I do.
Yeah, pipe wrench. That's a little solid. I bought some wine glass because over the years I broke like almost all the wine glasses we got at our wedding, and Sam was always really disappointed in me. They just knock it off, so I got some replacements.
Good
so I'll sneak those in, and she'll be surprised.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good man. Good show.
So that's that. I guess should I get in the news?
Better get in the news.
Okay, I'm going to try to do the news better because my wife gave me some constructive criticism.
Okay.
She says I'm taking too much time with the us.
Well, I'll help you. I'll say buzz every time you say buzz. Okay, go. Buzz.
Okay, just testing it. We got a new. Damn, this is really hard.
I'll stop. Okay. You just go ahead. I'll stop. Go.
Okay,
go.
we got La Cava. Now I'm not even gonna say. We got a new restaurant coming in over on First Street.
Really? What's that?
It's La Cava. It's a taqueria and tequila. It's gonna serve tacos and tequila.
Okay, beautiful.
It is. I've been trying to get a hold for a while, and it was supposed to be like Casa 2, and now it's not. But it looks like it's a restaurant that closed down, or that just closed in Iowa, and is relocating here to Newton, Kansas. They've got Buzz. They've got let's see here. They've got hours posted on a website for it. We've got handcrafted cocktails. We have, I just keep saying, this is really bad. Anyway, we got food there. There's a lot of good food, handcrafted cocktails. It's kind of selling itself like it's a little higher end. We'll see. The prices aren't that bad, though. You've got like your lunch running 7 to 10, your regular meals running like 9 to 20. Right. So kind of what you're seeing in town. So I'm going to try to get some actual info on that outside of what I found, but they do have a pretty complete website up. If you want to search for it, there's like pictures of all the different food and stuff.
It.
A lot of the stuff looks similar to what we have, but there's a lot of intensive amounts of presentation, and I think they should have a pile of different tequilas so you can try all kinds of different cocktails.
Well, I'm excited about
see
this
what
situation
it is.
here.
So that's the culinary restaurant news in town.
All right, cool.
Chad talked about the jail. Sheriff Chad Gay talked about the jail. We talked about the jail the other day.
Jail.
And this sucks with the crowd. We have a crowd now, and like I'm usually
that
really
damn
good.
thing over
And
there
there's a
doesn't help.
dancing rabbit. I'm usually a good public speaker. So Chad Gay talked about the jail and what plans they want to do for the jail. And the jail is going to maybe be $18 million to do all the upgrades, which is what he was leaning to. New jail was like 40, and there were just other plans. So there was that. So he talked about the budget. So keep up with that.
Yeah.
You will see in the paper, as well as if you spread the newsletter, there's a little bit of not a correction, but a clarification on our values. I told everyone their taxes might go down.
No.
Yeah, we got more numbers.
Dang it!
Yeah, not so much. You win some, you lose some.
Yep. Right.
Okay, we've got talked about that. Hey, what do we did have a murder sentence handed down that was in there.
I saw that, yeah.
And then we also have some events coming up.
Yeah.
Some big events coming up.
Right. What's going on for
Easter?
Yeah, what's going on for Easter?
Well, what are you doing for Easter? You have like a big silly party for Easter at your house.
It's okay.
And oh hell, we got a visitor. It's the Easter Bunny.
Yay!
Easter Bunny.
Woo!
It's
Easter Bunny's
Hey,
here.
and you brought us some eggs.
Oh,
So that's
yay.
pretty darn cool. I'm gonna get me an egg.
Oh yeah, we need me an egg. Yeah.
What do we got?
What'd you get?
I got some crackle, and we got some Mr.
Good Bar or whatever,
Heck yeah.
Mr. Good Bar. Woo!
There we go. Woo! Hey, thanks for coming,
Hey,
Easter
thanks for
Bunny.
coming over, Mr.
Hey.
Easter Bunny. Maybe it's Miss Easter Bunny. I don't know.
I don't know. I gotta look under the rabbit. I think it's Miss Easter Bunny.
Yeah, I don't know.
Around.
Is Easter Bunny's gender for specific or what?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. What's that orange?
We're not allowed
on
to
his
talk about
butt?
gender anymore. Yeah, there you go.
All
okay,
right.
that was something.
Okay.
Woo! Well, hey, anything else? Otherwise, we might just go to a break.
No, let's go to a break, and we
This
have
is a cluster.
This is a cluster. We're gonna go to a break because we're gonna have some fun after this.
All right, cool. So
Good,
don't
man.
go away.
All right, cool. Hey, we are back, and we've got a special guest, and I am so excited about this.
Got our buddy Carson.
Carson Hayes is in the house.
And you've probably seen Carson around town, especially like you do auctions around town sometimes. I
Yes,
see
I
you,
do.
like little galas and stuff, and
Yeah.
you're quite the accomplished auctioneer. Yeah. So I thought it might be fun if you came on and we kind of talked about what does it take to be an auctioneer.
So on Auctioneer, I went to school with it in 2011. It was 8 days. I went to Mason City, Iowa.
Wow. Okay.
There was, world instructors there. It was very fun, very... we worked hard and we had fun.
Yeah.
And it was long days. So, but it was a good time. They just worked on your chant. You work on your rhythm. You work on your chant a lot, and then everything else falls into that. So they did tongue twisters, and we did a little bit of everything. So
okay.
But
so when you're doing that, does every auctioneer, do they all have like kind of a specific cadence or
it's just kind of whatever fits
style?
to them. Yeah, whatever fits to them. Everybody has filler words, so in between your numbers, you have filler words. So it's like 25 now 30. So
Yeah, okay.
I mean, most of them
Gotcha.
have just a now or would you bid 30.
Would you bid?
Yeah.
So what? Like, did you wake up and say I want to do
Yeah,
this?
how'd you get into the
what
auction game?
What got you into this?
So my dad owns a furniture store downtown, and he's always gone to auctions. And Vern Cook, very, very, very nice guy. And when I graduated from high school, he was like, "Hey, you should go to auctioneer school. So he just thought, that I would just be a good fit, just being a little person and everything.
Yeah.
I would just be a good fit just to get up there.
Well, you have a
back
good voice,
then,
too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
you
thank
do
you.
have a good
Thank you. But back then, I was just kind of in my shell, and now, that kind
now
of.
you're
It got you out of kind of out of your shell. You're always doing kind of funny stuff.
Right. Yeah, it kind of brought me out of my shell.
Well, hey,
Awesome.
That's
That's
really
fantastic.
cool. Okay, a few more auction questions. What's the weirdest thing you ever sold?
Yeah.
Weirdest thing. I mean, there's been a lot of different things. I don't really have. There's been so much. You go through it so quick. You just
Okay.
don't think about it.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, that was one question I had.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay. How do you like? So tell me about like the practice that goes in. Do you like practice in between now? And
Yeah.
then
A lot of
ditching,
times when
or,
I
like-
work, I work in Wichita and I come
Yeah.
home. A lot of times I'm selling in my car.
Okay.
I'm selling as cars are passing by me. I'm selling that car. I'm selling
Okay.
this car.
That's cool.
It's just one of those things where it's just
That is super
It's
cool.
just you have that rhythm in the car.
So
and
when you started and had to practice in front of a group, because I'm
Yes.
sure they did that, was that hard? Was
Oh
that
yeah.
intimidating?
The first day, right when we got in there, they said, "Okay, get up and let me hear you chant." And we're like, "Wait, what?" But it was a good. I mean, and then you just knew that you were going to be with them for 8 days, and you just gotta
love it.
learn it. And so
I will have another question because I go to auctions sometimes, and usually at an auction they've got alcohol, right? Because you're always drinking it, get you bigger prices. Well, not like
Right.
Bud Palmer, but you know what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Anyway, so like. Is there I'm always worried because I talk with my hands and I gesticulate and I'm always like drinking and all this stuff. I'm always worried that I'm going to accidentally bid. So how does that work? Like is there like some rule? Like once you accidentally like put your hand up, can you be like, no?
yes, you can. So like, there's a lot of times when you're up on the block, you see everything. You see somebody, scratch their nose, and you're like, oh, is that a bid or not?
Yeah.
So you either you take their bid, and then they usually you can just see it in their
Like,
eyes.
oh, shit.
Like
No!
no, not me. So, but there's just a lot of times where
Then you'll just kind of move around it and kind of
Yeah,
keep,
yeah.
Do you have like evil auctioneers that like won't do
Evil
that? That'll see like
evil
someone bid,
auctioneer.
accidentally get their nose, be like, no, you have to take it home.
there has been some.
There's a blood
There-
oath
There
now.
has been some.
We
but
will
not,
hunt you down.
not around here. But
No, yeah. Do you like make fun of the crowd? Because like that was always a thing when I go to Bud Palmer auctions. He would straight up. Is he still around, by the way?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was straight up me. One time he made fun of me in front of the whole crowd. I bought a fishing pole. I wouldn't buy the second fishing pole. I was with my wife at the time. He yelled at me for not taking my wife fishing. Like it was a whole thing. Everyone was laughing at me.
Yeah.
Like it was.
Well,
Anywho.
you gotta know what you're bidding on when you go to
Yeah.
Bud Palmer.
Yeah, you do. You do. And you
yeah.
gotta know buyer beware. You better
Yeah.
look over all that stuff,
Exactly.
make sure it's got all four
Because you
legs.
bought it.
No
yeah,
coming
because I
back.
had,
No
I had
coming
someone
back.
I had someone buy a three-legged
Yeah.
dresser because they didn't see the other side was sitting on something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not disparaging. I
No.
just stopped going because I was getting a garage full of junk.
Hey Adam, do you remember at the St. Mary's auction when you put your hand over the candle and you went like that?
Yeah.
And Vernon Cook yelled at you.
Yeah, I do. That was what I was referencing there.
Are you bidding, sir? Just screwing around.
Well, and there's also teamwork, right? Because you usually got spotters rolling around
Yeah.
some of those
Hey-o,
things too. Ew,
yeah,
ew.
yeah,
See, that's what I'd like to do. I just like to be the.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So St. Mary's is actually next Saturday.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
That's a hot ticket.
That's a
Yeah.
fun. That's
That
a
is
fun
a
one.
blast.
Yeah, it is. It
Well,
is.
cool.
All right.
Yeah.
So what do you got for us there, sir?
So I want to teach you guys a little bit of how to auction.
Okay,
So,
this is gonna
We're
be
gonna learn
fun.
how to auction.
so this is kind of a tongue twisters are the how we learn. And tongue twisters get you learning.
Okay.
All right.
So Betty Botter is one of the hardest. This is the number 10 of 10.
Okay.
Tongue twisters for
Okay.
it.
Okay. So we try this out loud. Bruce, you want to start, or you want to do it together?
Let's try it together just to see how bad it gets.
Okay, let's do
You
that.
just say, like Carson, you say start, and we'll just try it.
All right, go.
Betty Botter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter.
If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. Put a bit of batter better. So she bought some better butter better than the bitter butter. And she put it in her batter, and her batter was not bitter. So
Betty's
Betty
butter.
Betty Botter bought a bit of better butter.
Good job, Adam.
I was
Good job.
trying.
I gave up.
I know, you finished, and I was like, no, I was way ahead of Bruce.
I said butthole like 17 times.
The alternate Betty's butthole.
So once you learn it,
Yeah.
it's just kind of, it goes, Betty bought some butter, but she said the butter bitter. If I put it in my batter, it'll make my batter bitter. So she bought a bit of better butter, put it in her bitter batter, made her bitter batter better. So does Betty bought a bit of better butter.
Whoa! Woo!
It's almost like a song almost. There's like
it really
a little
is.
music to...
It's just a rhythm.
Betty butter bought some butter, but she said her butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my butter bitter. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so then,
That's all right.
So then you go to your words. You know, this is kind of the basic chant. This is what they teach you on day one.
Okay.
You don't know the chant, so
Okay.
Wait. Here's what I want to do. I want you to sell the crowd something, and I'm going to be the guy that goes, "Hey-o!" Okay? So I'll watch the crowd. Here, hold on.
So we got buyer's edge.
Okay,
sign.
we got this buyer's edge sign. Here, tell them what it is, Adam.
All right, it's a buyer's edge sign donated by the Hillsborough Free Press office of a now defunct shopper that we once ran.
Okay.
It actually has quite a bit of historical lineage. We don't have enough time to get into it, but there's a nice story there.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's beautiful. Maybe blasted signs. We've got some really nice sandblasting
that's a
going
really good
on.
job.
Some really nice paint, some dust.
That's
also
worth some
comes with
money.
it. Oh, look at that shine. A little bit
That's
of
money.
oil, and you've got a beautiful antique right
That's
here and a
right.
piece of Newton's publishing history.
That's
so
right.
I am going to open the bidding on Buyer's Edge. Can I get a $1 now to $1 $1 $1? $1 now.
Hey-o!
$1 now. $2 now. $2 now. $2. Up. Now 3. This is so bad. Now $3 now. $4 now. $4. Can I get a 4? Now 4. Okay, $3.50. Up. Oh, now 4. $4.50. Can I get a 4? Can I get a $4.50? $4.50. Well, 5. Going.
you never got
No, and then you have to do this thing. Come on, folks. This is
Come
a steal.
on.
I'm gonna buy this myself.
That's
this is
money.
beautiful.
That's
this is
money.
You could sell this for another $10. Come on, it's a good cross.
Whoop,
Can I get
whoop.
5? Can I get $5 now? 5.
Oh.
Oh. Can I get 5? 6. Sicky. Some of them do that. Sicky.
Sicky.
Anyway, okay. Yeah, it's like in that between 6 and 7. I went to a lot of auctions. Anyway, $5 going once, going twice. Sold to the beautiful lady of the green. All right.
That's all right, Adam.
That wasn't
Good
great.
job.
That was really bad.
How'd he do? What would you grade him, Carson?
he needs a little work, but
right.
he did pretty well.
Okay.
He did
What
pretty
would
well.
you grade me on my whoops?
You did pretty good on
Well,
that.
that's the easy job. Anyone can go what? Okay. $1 now, $2 now, $3. Anyway, I kind of want to practice. This is cool. This is really
This
fun.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and do you try to like use your diaphragm? Like people who like
Yeah,
sing
you
or
try to-
pronunciate, you're
yeah.
doing the belly.
You don't
or what
sell
do
out of
do?
your throat.
You
So
don't
that's-
sell out of your throat.
Diaphragm.
Okay, you sell from your belly.
Yep, you sell from your belly.
Okay, so that any other big tips?
Just, not really. I mean, just know where you're at. Know where you're at, and don't point.
Oh,
do the hand.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
point. I just do the hand.
Yeah, do the
Why do you
hand.
not point?
Yeah, why
Just
don't you point?
You don't.
It's
ever
just
point
bad
at you.
manners. You do
Yeah,
the hand.
you don't
hand.
want to point.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like welcoming. Like
Yeah.
I welcome you to bid. Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome your
That's-
bid.
That's good.
So-
Have you? Okay, here's another question, and we can. I just have all these questions.
No, I like it. Yeah.
So like, what happens when like you get someone and they want like to sell and start it at like 500, and you know it's just gonna bomb? Because I've been to there where
Right,
you're,
right.
yeah. What do you do?
So you're
then?
gonna start. I mean, if they're gonna say, "Hey, start at 500," you're gonna ask for 500. So you're gonna make anybody 500. Hit 500 to 500. How about $100 now,
Yeah.
100 now, 150. I'm at 100 because
Yeah,
you
and you
started.
start working
so,
okay.
So then you take the long road, is what they call it.
Take
You
the long road.
You
Take
take
the
the
long
long
road.
road to get it because
Yeah.
you're not gonna. You might end up at 500, but you're not gonna get it at the beginning.
Are there any like tricks to like? Because like I think it's like that's why the fast language, all that. It's to kind of build some just like
Yeah.
eagerness or anxiousness,
Yeah.
or you're building the energy.
It's
Like
that-
is
that
there
momentum,
is there
yeah.
any tips you have like when it's just the crowd's kind of died, people are starting? How do you just get them back to?
You just, I mean, for first you try to find the good items. You know,
yeah.
don't sell the crap.
Yeah, don't sell the crap first.
No,
Yeah.
don't sell the crap first.
Right.
Okay.
So, I mean, you're going to want to keep some items just to keep the crowd in there.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
keep the good items.
So
But-
order is a big importance.
Yeah,
You're
orders
probably,
are
are you
very-
trying to like sprinkle different decent
Exactly,
items in
yeah,
between to just keep them
exactly.
live?
So, I mean, you're going to want, you start with some good items and you get to the, not as great. And then,
Yeah.
and then in the middle of the auction, there's your good stuff.
Do you set up like a finale? Do you have like a grand finale? I don't
Yes
know.
and no.
I'm
I
just
mean,
asking dumb
by the end, you're selling, just just little stuff.
Yeah,
But,
okay, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like
Okay, yeah.
once you lose your crowd.
You lose your crowd.
You can't have them all day.
No.
on your
Okay.
crowd,
How
so.
long does the crowd stay engaged? What's your time you get in there?
If you have a lunch stand, they usually stay around for lunch. But then by 2 to 2:30, 3 o'clock, you're
Yeah.
you're done.
Bar
You're taking
naps.
naps.
Yeah.
You're out. Cool.
exactly. So.
Well, cool, man.
Very good.
That was. I learned so much. Thank
Me
you for
too.
taking
This
so
was
much
a lot
time
of
to
fun.
teach us.
Yeah.
This was really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, thank you, Carson.
Yeah, so thank you, Carson, for coming on.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah.
And anyway, you all have a good weekend.
Have a happy Easter, gang. Yeah.
And be kind. Watch out for that bunny.
Yeah, watch out for that big bunny.
2.5 now 5. Hit 5, 7.5 now 10, 10, 10, 12.5, 15, 17.5, 20. Hit 20 now 22.5 now 25, 5, 5 now 7.5 now 30. Sold it here 27.5.
And we're out.
And we're out.